44 miles an hour. Oh, feel the speed. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dietrich, and today we are test driving a 2026 Honda HR-V. This is an LX model HR-V, a base model. It is front-wheel drive. This is the least expensive of all the new Honda HR-Vs. And strictly from a driving perspective, ride handling, acceleration, etc., of all the compact SUVs that you can buy, this is one of them. I would describe the driving experience in this car as bland but competent. It's not real fun to drive. It's not annoying to drive. It's smooth enough. It handles okay. The steering is number than Novocaine, which most new cars are, so that's not that big of a deal. But it just doesn't have the joie de vivre that cheap Hondas used to have 20, 30 years ago. It's just kind of meh. And this is the second gen HR-V that I've tested. I did an EXL, which is like the top of the line model, in 2023 when the redesign first came out. And I actually like this LX better a little bit. One reason is this LX, for whatever reason, performed better than that EXL on my real-world fuel economy test, and I do my level best to keep an even playing field for all vehicles on that test, but it always makes me happy when a car overperforms its EPA rating. And the EPA rating on this car is 32 miles a gallon, which is the same as it was on the front-wheel drive EXL in 2023, which to me is not good for a modern, compact, small SUV, two-wheel drive with only 158 horsepower. I mean, it's not, you know, if the fuel economy rating was relatively low but it was fast, I could accept that. If it's slow, which this car is, I would describe this car as slow, then it should get good gas mileage. And this one is, again, only really average in the field as far as fuel economy goes. And it's really only average in the field as far as driving dynamics, since this is a test drive video. A Subaru Crosstrek is smoother and more capable off-road. A Mazda CX-30 handles better. I think that the Hyundai Kona has more initial appeal as far as looks. The Kona kind of is not the best to drive, but neither is this. This car's okay, and people like it, apparently. According to Honda, this is the #1 selling sport utility vehicle for Gen Z people and first-time SUV buyers. Honda calls this a gateway SUV, like it's a gateway drug or something, which is funny, to me anyway. And this is the #1 selling subcompact SUV amongst Hispanic buyers. Apparently, these are not my words. This is from Honda of America, American Honda, whatever. So people do like this car. And if you drive one of these, please tell me in the comments why you like it. I'm interested to know what attracted you to purchase it. How have you been enjoying it since you bought it? I think a lot of us would be interested to know. It's funny because historically, I would say this is not my kind of car, and it's not. But recently, I have been spending more time in Mexico, and so I've been thinking about, that's changed the way I think about what my next car would be. Because for a while I thought my next car would be an EV, and driving back and forth from where I live in Orange County to Mexico, an electric car makes no sense, so that's off the table. Plus the federal tax credit goes away like in 2 days, which is going to make them all $7,500 more expensive. So I'm disinterested in that now. And now I'm thinking like, actually a compact SUV like this, maybe not a HR-V, but the car that's in my mind is the Subaru Crosstrek, is actually like the perfect car for Mexico, for like driving around in either the city or the country, because the roads aren't that good. So it's got the raised heavy-duty suspension and the all-wheel drive. And the streets in the cities are not, I don't think they put a whole lot of thought into how they're laid out. So you get into these weird spots where, like, you got to make these like 270-degree turns on, like, going uphill and stuff. And, you know, a teeny tiny SUV would really handle that well. Maybe that's why the HR-V is popular amongst Hispanic clientele. I don't know. Maybe they go back and forth to Mexico a lot too. I don't know. But I do like this car. I don't love it, but I like it. I did not like the EXL that I drove a couple of years ago. Maybe this car, some cars I think are better as base models. I felt that way for a long time about the Subaru Forester, especially before they made Eyesight standard. For some reason, the base models just felt happier to me, because I think it was because they had the same engine for the most part as all the other ones. But there was less weight, because, like, it didn't have the moonroof, it didn't have power seats, it didn't have this, that, and the other thing. So it was lighter weight, so they felt more peppy somehow. And I mean, this car's, you know, it has enough power to drive on the highway. It's not fast, but you can keep up with traffic. The handling's okay. The ride is fine. The seats are comfortable enough. I do really like the fact that they made this larger touchscreen standard for 2026, and you have wireless Apple CarPlay. That's a huge improvement, in my opinion. So I like that. We have 3 USB-C ports and wireless charging. That's standard now too, and they made tinted windows standard, even on the base models. Before, if you got an LX, it didn't have the tinted windows in the back. But now it does. So that's good. It's good value. And this is, I would say this is one of the better looking of the small SUVs. So I can understand why somebody would want it. It's just not, having driven almost all of them on the market, it's not, I don't rank it highly. But it's cool, I guess. Gen Z loves it. That must mean it's cool. I don't know what that means. I'm a millennial. I'm like the oldest and baldest of all the millennials. And I think that whatever the youngest generation is just the generation that older generations blame for stuff. Because I remember when I was a kid, everybody was complaining about Gen X because they were young adults. And then everybody was complaining about millennials. And now everybody complains about Gen Z. And it's just like, I think it's a made-up construct that's not very important. The concept of generations. Man, I'm not interested in this car if I'm sitting here blathering on about generations. I guess it's sort of relevant since Honda says this is the most popular Gen Z car. If you're a Gen Z Hispanic first-time SUV buyer and you bought one of these, please leave a comment, because according to Honda, you're like, that's the prime target, baby. It's a gateway SUV. It's like they used to call marijuana a gateway drug. Oh, if you smoke a couple of joints, next thing you know, you'll be snorting heroin and shooting cocaine, baby. Well, that's probably about all I have to say about this car, since I'm sitting here blathering on about illegal narcotics and generational divides. Oh, feel the speed. So anyway, thank you so much for watching my video. I will put a link to my full description, I'll put a link to my full review in the description. And please like my video and subscribe to my channel. And always drive safely. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.